Well, we chefs at the JW Marriott Bangalore are heading out of something exciting. And this time it's getting to a village and learning from an elderly lady who does authentic local Kannada food. Well, on my bowl right now I've got some idli, sambar and chutney. It's a staple down south and typically in Karnataka where our lovely hotel is situated. What I'm going to do today is, along with a bunch of chefs, learn how the authentic flavors are captured in this lovely pot. In a bit, we're getting on to this village called Malapura. It's on the highway from here to Bangalore, close to Hassan. So there's lovely places, beautiful temples out there, and most importantly, villages which is pristine with authentic flavors. And at the JW, we believe in a few things. One is, it's flavors over flair. It's talking about authenticity. We talk about curated. We talk about intuitive. So the idea is we get there, we learn the most authentically curated cuisine, come back here and with our inspirations, get on to do something brilliant in our restaurant out here where the offerings are to our lovely people out here with a learning inspired from the elderly lady. Actually, she happens to be one of our associates' mother. So get cracking, follow us. So we're at this place called Dosa Center. It's about halfway from Malapur and we should be getting there in about 45 odd minutes. We're here to sample some local coffee, some filter coffees and some dosas what they make. So all on the way trying to experience the local flavors done authentically, curated by the most traditional chefs in Karnataka. What you see here is called Udin Vada, or in local language, what is it called? Udin Vade. Udin Vade. It's made with urad dal. This is the urad dal. Actually, before it's washed, it's black in color. So they soak it, they wash it, and then you take the skin out. It's white in color. So we chefs are here today trying to discover, trying to research, trying to connect with the most authentic food as we were mentioning. And food alone individually does not make much sense unless and until it's connected with the socio, the cultural, the religion, the habitat, the surroundings, the beliefs. So here we are today, that's Venkatesh. We're going to Venkatesh's home to learn what his mama is going to teach us, right Venkatesh? Yeah. So here we are in this beautiful, picturesque worship place, the temple of the Shiva, traditionally called
Siddhalingeshwara, Yediyuru Siddhalingeshwara temple.
Siddhalingeshwara temple, it's a Shiva temple. And what you see here just on our left hand side is this beautiful chariot. And apparently this chariot is pulled by people, right? And it's called Rath. So hundreds of people pull them and they take a procession around in the whole city. So now for a quick few minutes we're going to go in, pay regards, worship before we can connect with Venkatesh's family to start the cooking. That's called the bil pata or the bil tree leaf, and bil is a fruiting tree, and how important the forage plays in the worship and the culture is. Without this, the prayer is not fully completed. So they go about offering this onto the Shiv temple, bil pata. Longhorns in the Longhorn market, if you like, unlike the Texas, this is a local cattle market. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Amma. Namaskar. Aap? Oh, kaise? So here we are after this lovely, about an hour and a half journey, reached Malapur. This beautiful, quintessential little hamlet or village, if you call, is Venkatesh's home. So we're going to get there. Let's go. Namaskar, Amma. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
Hello. How are you? Good? Apparently this leaf called Wange Sappu naturally cools these coconuts. So there we are, we're going to have this as a welcome drink. Venkatesh, on the job now. Let's chop it off and serve it to us. Taking a ceremonial blessings from a guru or the leader or the head or the master chef if you like before we get started. So we chefs, Chef Sushanto, Executive Sue at the JW, Chef Granal, Sue here, Ganesh and Jiten. Taking our ceremonial blessings from the master, we're going to get started. So we're going to be acting as apprentices and acting as support to the guidance shown by Amma, that's Venkatesh's mother, before we get started. Learning all this lovely delicacy. Thanks to Venkatesh once again to have offered support us learn the basics, and the end is not here. The end is, or the continuation, or the beauty is, after we learn all this, we will try to inculcate the inspirations learned from here on our lovely spread in the JW kitchen. Have you been experienced to something like this before, Francis?
Not in a village, no. I've lived in India a long time, but I've never been to a village.
Oh wow! Well, I'm pleased that you joined us today.
Yes.
The whole idea was a chef's team building, learning the authentic flavors. But I really appreciate when friends like you, Jackie and yourself, come by and say, "Hey, we are game. We're going to get and see what you guys do."
I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Absolutely. Here we are at this lovely kitchen of Venkatesh's mother. Yeah, and Amma is going to teach us the dishes which are done during the New Year in Karnataka called Ugadi. Before that, a chef's knife, traditional equipment called machu, traditional chef's knife. It's quite nice, chef?
Yes, it is. It's quite sharp.
So that's what we use to cut, chop, and do all the things. So we're going to do a bit of cooking right now and keep talking whilst the cooking happens. Kannada special dish. क्या क्या है? Ragi mudde. Special. Now this is the ragi crop, ragi grains, which is grounded as a fine powder. You go about adding water. We're also going to be making the ragi mudda or the ragi dough, and you go about making like a dough. That's ragi, very very fine, small grains, very proteinous. So ragi flour with water. So you need a dough, and I believe that's what's going to happen is you're going to put the dough in it. Very earthy. I can find the grains in it, so it's got a nice taste and character to it. Almost very gritty, but then it just dissolves and it just kind of vanishes. Nice. What Amma says is, in her days, what she learned from her grandma were two basic things, which were these staples. One was the starch, which was ragi. Ragi, this flour, as you saw from the grains here. You go about pounding it up, and actually what? You see this big, huge cane basket, it's stored with a whole of ragi, and that's going to feed her for 3 generations ahead, right? अभी आप शादी के पहले भी खाना बनाता था? Oh, Amma started cooking at the age of 15, right? So उस टाइम से और अभी में खाना का difference में क्या-क्या अलग-अलग चीज देखा? क्या-क्या difference?
आजकल ले लिए ये इधर आते हैं जरा मेरे
अभी वो मिक्सी में आती है कल्ले लागे
पत्थर का भी मिक्सी का
क्या difference है stone मिक्सी में अम्मा? क्या what is taste में क्या difference है?
कल्ले लाती तो टेस्ट बता ये अल्लाह
कुछ changes है सब्जी में कुछ अलग-अलग change हुआ कि same recipe ऐसे बनाते हैं?
ये कराइला बड़े मेहनती का ही है
ಮೆಣಸಿನಕಾಯಿ ಇದು ಇರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ
बस इतना तो अभी ये क्यों डाला चालू किया ऐसा क्यों
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಬಂದಿ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಆಗ ಏನು ಇವಾಗ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ.
So Amma started making the chutney only with 3 to 4 ingredients, which was earlier green chili and then coriander and a bit of tamarind and salt. She started adding cumin and pepper for taste palette. Here we are with Amma, a typical kitchen, and you see a typical kitchen is quite close. It's not very open and spacious, just about right as it's required here. There's a lot of storage space here for the pots and pans, for the equipments, lentils stored out here, and is a grinding space. So unlike in the homes and the hotels where we got pulverizers, we got grinders, we got food blenders, we got robocoops, there's nothing like that here. There's a stone and it's a mallet down here, and everything is going to be ground here. Wow, ingredients to make the most authentic coconut chutney. In the steps, Amma has first put some coconut out here, which is freshly grated. There's some fresh chilies, coriander, garlic, and actually garlic goes with the skin, huh? Here we've got the roasted chana dal, we've got black pepper, and we got a bit of cumin. And last but not the least, tamarind. There's a tamarind, de-seeded tamarind, and a bit of the crystallized salt. So here's the beauty of it being ground and crushed versus being just chopped and sliced. So here all the flavors are emitting out nicely, and I can already, I mean, my mouth's watering already. It's going to be tasty. So Amma, चिकन और कितना टाइम पे और कितना टाइप का बनाता है, क्या क्या वैरायटी?
ಸಾಂಬಾರು ಗೊಜ್ಜು ಫ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
और कैसे फ्राई करते हैं?
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈರುಳ್ಳಿ ಬೆಳ್ಳುಳ್ಳಿ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ತಪ್ಪಲಿ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಂಸ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹುರಿತೀವಿ.
Koli curry and koli guju, another special dish in which coriander, green chilies, garlic, some spices and tomato are pot roasted to reduce to form a thick gravy. Chicken cooked with the lentil stew is a speciality of your house, right? Venkatesh's house. So that's what we're going to be learning today. We will start making the chicken as in koli sambar right now. Oil goes in some chopped onion, chopped tomatoes, chopped chilies, and after which, let's see what's going to happen. We're learning. Strong flavors of coriander, cumin, I think are the predominant amongst the other ingredients. So what you see in this is poppy seeds which has been ground with some cinnamon, with some coriander and some chana dal. The chicken is kind of simmering out here. Let's talk to our friendly chefs and say, what do you think? Ganesh, come here.
Yeah.
What's the learning, buddy?
It's learning like getting out of your comfort zone and cooking in some new place. So I mean, it's a challenge, and I think we're doing better and better with accepting the challenge. Let's see. Let's taste the food, and we'll come to know how it goes. So,
how do you think? Is that cooking style easy for you, or is it difficult?
No, I never thought we can cook like this with wood and all. So it's for the first time for me. So I'm experiencing something new, and I'm all waiting for the food to get ready. You know,
yeah, you hungry, Papa?
Yeah. Very hungry.
Okay. Let's meet Jackie, because Jackie is my biggest critique in town. Jackie's got fine tastes of cuisine. She's a connoisseur. So I stole her here from her comforting Saturday morning. Woke up at 6 o'clock and said, we need to get to this place. And she said, ready to go. So what do you think? I mean,
I was just telling Francis that this is like our version of the Amish people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm using the term very loosely, but
I know.
It's really back to basics and very.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, I love watching it from a distance.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to tasting it.
Absolutely.
And I'm enjoying this whole thing of seeing these 5-star chefs roll up their sleeves and patch that onto the griddle.
अगर सिस्टर का हस्बैंड अगर आता है घर पे तो क्या बनता है स्पेशल?
ನಮ್ಮ ಮಡಿಯ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಕ್ಕಿ ನೆನೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 1 kg ಕುಟ್ಟೋದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀರೊಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಒಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಡಗೋದು ಪಾಕ ಗಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅದ ತೆಗ್ದು ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಸಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ತೊಟ್ಟಿ ಎಣ್ಣೆಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ
Amma's just mentioned that you take the rice, soak it, pound it up, add a bit of jaggery in it, kind of make it a little pasty like a batter and pan fry like a pancake. Now coming from all that comfort and the most comfort bedding if you like, to this reality, the fields, food being cooked on firewood, what do you think about it?
It's very humbling. Yes, it's very humbling. It's wonderful though. I love seeing this.
Yeah?
I love seeing it. Yeah. Hopefully I'll learn a thing or two.
Well, absolutely.
Maybe.
Do you want to try your hand on making one of the breads on live fire? Yeah?
No, I don't want.
What we're going to do right now is akki roti. Water is to be added in it, made like a soft pliable dough, and then it is cooked on fire. Mantri is our finest Indian chef in the banqueting section of the Jewelry. Mantri can smile. He can smile. Yeah, look at his smile. He's very proud what he's done today. And I remember in his village up in the north of India, he does a similar kind of a cooking, right?
Yes, sir.
And we call these equipments lagan. And these are lagans. It's got thick bottom. They're the thick sandwich bottom pans and pots that we get these days. He's gone about cooking rice already, strained a bit of the extra moisture. So Sumit's a good friend of mine, and we go while a little back. So Sumit, what are your thoughts?
What I find amazing is that you guys are used to doing things in bulk, right? You're used to organizing things and all that. And here I see this lady, Amma, Venkatesh's mother, and she's not at all overwhelmed by all of you descending on her at the same time. If 50 guys were to land up at my home and I had to make something, I would get pretty nervous. But she is, very cool. So you can understand the experience and the skill and the cooking tradition that there is.
Absolutely.
For her to not be phased by it all. She's handling herself perfectly. In the middle of all this chaos, she's getting her work done. I'm absolutely impressed by that.
Inspiration from meeting people, going to festivals, relations, her daughter-in-law, trying to get a bit of freshness to her cooking style as well. So something what we chefs do as well. But here we see her at this level with little resources, still doing it and cooking on not so easy and really difficult method of cooking on firewood. So salute, hats off to her. Being here with Sakama, who is Venkatesh's mother, and not to forget Venkatesh's father,
Timaya.
Yeah, Mr. Thimaya, have been very courteous and very helpful to let us have his whole kitchen for a day, right? And not only that, we've learnt and we've experienced and we felt the passion and the emotion that goes behind. It didn't bother her that there were like 20 chefs and people from across the globe come here and take over her kitchen, right? Sakama is very, very calm and very comfortable. She's happy rather. So thank you. Sakama, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you see this lovely buffet spread out here. We've got koli sambar, we got a bhindi curry, we got akki roti, we got some nice salad. For desserts, we got appattu, the ladies, yeah? Oh, ragi mudda, chutney, which is stone and mallet ground. We're going to sample that just in a minute. And chefs, what do you have to say? You enjoy yourself?
It was really enjoyable. I think we learned so much, and it was so hospitable. The main thing is the hospitality. I think it was such a nice hospitality we got here. They were all welcoming us every time, and they were all cooperating with us.
Thank you very much for being a part of this fun exercise and team building, and I hope you enjoyed it equally. Yeah?
Thank you for your patience.
So now getting on to the real thing, the brilliant food. Authentic, curated, and classic. Thank you. Please, 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 please. Kodi sambar, yeah? I thought it was going to be like the sambar and the chicken put in it and just boiled. But I think what it's come out to be is those harmonious blends of those spices, sharp, slightly tangy, the coriander, the cumin. I think it's just come out brilliant. It's not too hot, it's not kind of burning me, but there are a lot of spices in it. And this akki roti kind of just melts with the whole thing. Simple rice, chicken, cooked really well. Yeah, chef?
Yes, wonderful, delicious.
Yeah?
Amazing food.
And the typical way of eating this ragi is, as I say, you don't need to chew it, you just gulp it down. Way of eating in India, predominant most of the homes is eating with the fingers, and the concept behind it is you got to feel the food, you got to feel the temperature, the texture, and it all starts from the touch, the flavor, the feel, and the whole thing is enjoyed to the maximum. Nice. With this wonderful meal, as I say, cooked especially during New Year, that's Ugadi. Wishing all of you and all of you there Happy New Year and have a good time. Happy New Year to you guys. Happy New Year! Sakama, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks to my wonderful brigade of chefs, Granal, Shashanto, Ganesh, Mantri, Santosh, thank you so much. Jitendra, Jeet. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible because these guys actually came a few days early to do a recce, to check out the place, and we thought this was the best. So, thank you very much, and to thank all of you wonderful people to be a part of this lovely experience that we had. I'm sure you're taking back a little bit of that flavors too. So here's the beginning to a lovely journey for many more. Thank you. Good luck.